どうしたんですか？壊れたんですか？
Wi-Fi を一回オフにして、
パンプ君よろしい？
なんで YouTube 入れないんだけど。
パンプ君よろしい？
これ入ってるじゃないですか。
いや、コメントを確認しようかなと思って開きました。多分もう
欲しいな。
パソコン自体のアップデート終わってないんだよ、多分それ。
こんなそうなんだ。
始めていい？
ちょっと待って。どうにかして、入る方法ないかな。おかしいな。おかしいな。あ、待てよ。ワンチャンこれでいけるな。で、こっから、なんて検索すればいいんでしたっけ？
なんだっけな。
セイバー、
まあ LNR でもヒットするんじゃん。わかんないけど。
あ、確かに。確か
集英組の LNR ってやつだね。
に。
ありました？
ちょっと待ってな。中英リ。
マラナタ君寝落ちしまーすって来たんだけど。
唐突。
今回は白い靴の女という殺人事件を解決していきたいと思います。
寝落ちします。
はい。
あれ急に音声読み上げ機能が発動したんだけど。寝落ちしますって言われたよ。音声に。びっくりした。よし。パンプ君よろしい？
全然よろしくないんですよ。それが。出てこないんですよ、あなたのチャンネル。
マラナタ君からおって来たよ。お。
おLNR さ、
マラナサヤで。
出てる。
マラナタやって。
あったあったあったあったあった、これだ。OK ですよ。お願いします。
OK ですか？じゃあ行きますね。
声出る
白い
出る出る
靴の
出る。
女。声出る出る出る出る出る。はい、行きます。
はい。
マラナサ喋れるで。
喋れるでだって。喋ってみいや。ちょっと。
スングル。
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, the fresh business. Galloway Galloway and Phelps.
YMCA。
North downtown or Fremont Avenue.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles
I'm gonna make him
invest
take me
in
to the
short
pictures
case.
tonight.
Ray Pinker will let us know in good time.
Why is the word abbreviation so long?
A fine morning
小イベン
indeed.
ト事件。
We keep locking them up, but the bodies keep
そ
piling
うイ
up.
ベント事件。
Yeah, Californians love a fad, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up at San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town to send.
雨ですね。
Greetings from sunny California.
コメント嵐にしか見えないんですけど。
網走くん。
First the letter, and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on
ここでなんか路上犯罪が発生してるので、
You know, Phelps, they'll be arresting the racket and giving you a reputation. You don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows maketh the man, Phelps. You can't always hit home runs. Sometimes you just gotta make first base.
Go to hell, Parker! No way I'm going down without a fight.
Drop the weapon, hands behind your head.
Yeah? Fuck you too!
キングバナナコ
Put
ブ
your
ラ。
hands in the air! Give it up, LAPD!
He's hiding in the alley!
Don't make me chase you!
Shimmy up a drain pipe.
How long are you gonna keep this up?
愛知グロミゼオなら。
ただコメント嵐にしか聞こえへんけど。
Surrender now, or I will use deadly force.
オンエアー、しのぶ。
何を言ってるかさっぱり。
うん、いや、忍ぶ。
This is Car 11 King. Advise all units that the 211 from Mallory's Cafe is code 4, KGPL.
Roger 11K. All units 211 from Mallory's Cafe is code 4.
これは本筋と関係ない事件。
そうですね、これは関係ないです。おいおいおいおいおいおい、この車ぶつけてきたぞ。おい、バンプ君寝たのかな。
してますよ、大丈夫ですよ。
ああ、ちょっとなんか喋って。
ぶつけられてますね。
こうなんだ、やっぱ MC としてやっぱりこうバンプ君には話題提示だったりだとか。
バンピーちゃん。
バンピーちゃんおられとるで。
いやいや。今回の殺人事件のタイトルが白い靴の
そうですね、白い靴の女子っていうやつなんですけど、
それがやっぱり仕事として重要になってくるでしょう。
白い靴の女の次あたりがいいかちょっとこう聞こえなかったごめんちょっと。
ああ、すいません。白い靴の女っていうタイトルですからね。
あ、そうです。
白い靴っていうの
That guy there will lead us up.
言ったことがありました。
案内してくれるらしいです彼が。
I'm steeling myself for what I'm about to see.
That'll just be another dead body, partner. Get used to
ウ
seeing.
ッチーとワンピーとばあさんとコンコン、トワレくんとチャッキーとゴリナタくん。
なんで
ウッチーとバンピーとばあさんとポンポンとワデくんとチャッキーとゴリナタ
ゴリナタくん。
ばあさんって誰やねん。
これが集む花房
バー
組。
は足ですね多分。
ああ、なるほど。ゴリナタ、あ、お前か。
Detectives? Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
Scene is secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
セーバーの
This
バ
looks
ー。
awfully familiar.
I think that's the
Say
impression the
Barnaba.
boys from the Examiner took with them as well. There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body?
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money,
セーバーのババア。
time of death. From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m.
どういうこと
But
セイ
it
バー
was
のバ
cold
バアっ
last
て。
night. Usual head injuries. Blunt force trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
僕これからゴリナタに改名します。
髪型ですか？
No drag marks.
いや、
Killer was moving around,
そ
surveying the
の
scene.
3つしか見れない。
この3つしか見えなかったよ。あ、ま
死後
だ見れるか。
硬直起こしてないんすかね。
死後硬直してると思いますよ。
There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
腕動かせてんじゃん。
ああ、そういうこと？まあ、そうです。多少は動くんじゃないですか、まだ。
Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
来社の名前は、
被害者の名前は分かんないです、まだ。
おばさんかな。
そうですね。被害者の名前を特定するために多分クリーニングラベルから紹介して多分割り出そうとしてるんだと思います。
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Do you have a
なん
description?
かばあさんの配信見るたんびに女の人死んでるなぁ。
I think he may have had an accident in the war.
ですまあ
He's a very scary,
そうっす
angry
ね。
man.
なかなか男性が死んでるってないですもんね。
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Thank you, ma'am.
狙ってる？
Of course.
いや、狙ってはないですね。たまたまっす
Think
ね。
that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment.
個人的になんですけど、なんか LNR って、なんか僕ちょっと音フェチなところあるんですけど、なんかそれをなんかこう、なんかね、誘惑されるような音ですよね。
だいたい地上のもつれか、強盗か。
どういうことですか？
こう、革靴でなんかコンクリート歩く時の音だとか、こう、物を触ってる時の音がね、なんかこう、はい、いいものを感じます。
You're behind the wheel.
わかる。
And where exactly are we going? No message.
Excuse me?
There was no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written onto them. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guy is what I'm saying, all right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of
ゴリラ
conversation.
タはポンプショットガンのリロード音が高キッス。
リロード音もね、なかなかいいっすよね。でもやっぱあれですよ、一番の音といったらなんかテストのね、なんか試験中の鉛筆が走るような音みたいな。わかります？
なるほど。
なんか、それ系かな、僕は。
At least the rain stopped. You can change back into those white clocks.
マニアックか。
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case, and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a
さ
minute,
そうっす
I'll
ね。
go find a register and you can take a look. You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
You wrote the number down on that dress, is it there?
これか。
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
紙すれの音とかばあさん好きそう。
仮眠する時の音なんて言った？
紙すれの音とか。
ああ、紙すれ。ああ、まあなくはないけど。
紙すれ。
やっぱ一番はあれじゃないですか。ね。日暮らしの鳴き声とかね。僕は好きっすよ。
びっくりした。日暮らしの泣く頃にの音っていうのかと思った。
とりあえず被害女性の家行きますね。
爪剥がす音とか好きなんすか？
爪鳴らす音ですか？
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please, please, for once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic types show a particular disposition.
剥がす。
ごめんな。
爪剥がすシーンあったやん。
ああ、あれか、日暮らしの泣く頃にでってことですよね。
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
いやー、日暮らしって結構、まあ、慣れればいいですけ
We were
ど、
at her friend's place.
ああいうのは
Bosses
い
for
ま
a
いち慣れ
party.
ないですよね。
She was kind of
ス
dolled
トーリー
up.
性はすごく日暮らし、ね、
Silk
好
dress,
きなんですけど、
open-toed white
なかなか
shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
好きな人と嫌いな人が分かれるようでですね。バンプ君はどっちですかね？好きですか？
日暮らしの声ですか？
い
や、アニメの方で。
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
僕はまああれ見てないっていうか、あんまり見たくないので。
まあなんか結構謎が残るようなアニメだよね。なんかね、俺2回ぐらい見てやっと繋がったかなって感じですよ。
2回も見たんですかね。
What for? You don't think
It's
that...
procedure. You see to your girls.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's
あ
Mommy?
なたは今そこで何をしています
We would
か
like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Terrelson? Let him search. You got nothing to hide.
そうですね。You っていう歌ですね。
You want to hear something funny, Terrelson? Some bums think filling out a missing persons report actually rules them out as a suspect.
バロンズバー。
泣ける。
そうなんですよね。日暮らしってアニメグロいんですけど、なんか主題歌はすごくなんかいい曲なんですよね。
I wonder why the picture was turned down.
パンプ君のおすすめのアニメとかありますか？
あ、僕ですか？
はい。
まあ僕はまあ物語シリ
あら美人
ーズとしか言わないですけど。
あら美人。
そうです。物語シリーズだとは、まあ、ガンダムとかもいいんじゃないですか。
ああ、こういまいちこうリアリティに欠けるような感じのあれですか？
日暮らしのナッコレンとかもあれリアリティあるわけじゃないと思うんですけど。
いやでもやろうと思ったらできますね、あれでも。ガンダムはだってさ、もう何がどう頑張ってもガンダムって作れないじゃんだって。
いやでもガンダムあれだから理論上いけるから。
理論と現実は違うんだよ。
If you'd excuse me, ladies.
Incidental.
So she went out without her handbag? At least she was spared that particular indignity.
バンピといえばポケ
ポケモン
モンなんすか？
といえばバンピ
She'd have to be in quite a state
そう
to
っすか
leave
ね。
this
僕
behind.
ポケモンそこまでやってるあれはないんですけど。
でもなんか内輪くんとなんかいつもなんかねポケモンやってるイメージあるよ僕は。
ああまあそうですね。やっ
You
て
can
ま
see
す
his
ね。
pinker can match the impression to the crime scene.
で言うてね、ポケモンあれなんですよね。新しいの出るらしいんですけど。
Lars was out in the rain
あ
last
あ、
night.
ポケモンアトランティスみたいな。
違いますね。ソードアンド
ジュピター
シールドですね。
剣立て
剣立て
Looks like a match with the ligature marks.
もう僕も職場でいつもスーツなんですけど、やっぱこういう世界観をイメージして歩いています。
Operator, give me dispatch.
もうあえてこう革靴でね、こう音が出るように歩くだったりだとか、
次は銃と弓ですね。
あとこう物を取る時の動作をこう LA ノワールってこう力つけて
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thanks, ma'am.
For the record, Mr. Terrelson, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
口で点々点とか言ってそう。
No.
点々点と言っ
Everyone
て
loved Teresa.
さすが
She was so full of life. Can't be anyone who knew her.
I think you're lying, Lars. I think you were mad at your wife for embarrassing you in front of your friends. I think you came back here and strangled her and then dumped her body on the hill.
You think I strangled my wife? How do you expect to prove that?
Your wife was strangled with triple braid rope. The bow line from your boat is a perfect match.
Look, I know this looks bad. I'm gonna have to come to terms with the fact that I let her go.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right, Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
もう動揺してるからもうダメだろうねこいつは。
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time. She has to go and ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
Where she always goes. Bar down on North Beaudry
ア
Avenue.
ウトかな
Baron's Bar.
ちょっと
She
怪
goes
しいです
there,
ね。
drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
Mr. Terrelson, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
ダメだな。
Spill it, Terrelson. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing.
目が
We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
夫がなんか本性を表し始めましたね。
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up.
暴力的や
Played
と
out my hand and drove home here. Paid the sitter and went to bed.
You're lying, Lars. You didn't come straight home, did you?
我慢できない人ですね。
そうですね。
You were out in the rain. You got soaked, Lars. We found your wet weather gear.
Okay, I stayed a little later than I said. This cute little brunette was hitting on me. Teresa noticed. I was half cut. I walked her home from Bobby's, but nothing happened. I walked back and got the car this morning.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Terrelson. You'll need to go downtown to identify your wife's body.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac, you give in to broads, you'll be giving in to them your entire life. Sounds like the Terrelson broad had her last drink at Baron's Bar. We should check her place out.
Appreciate your time, sir.
You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true.
「次どっちに行けばいいんだろう」ホームレスはまだ早い気がする。というわけでバロンズバーに行きますね。 最近私が住んでる地方ではこういう天気が多いですね。どんよりしたような。
バーにレッツ。
バーにレッツ。Yeah, that's right.
オンリーユー。
それパークライですね。
Gents,
ウイスキー飲みたい。
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny
あ
Clump.
れですね、久ポン
This
君
is
が
about Teresa Terrellson.
ウイスキーでベロベロになりますね。
Heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia
竹
freak
鶴飲
again.
みたい。
竹鶴って何ですか？
Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions. What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
個人的にこういうなんか酒場のね、なんかこういう人をなんか質問するってすごい苦手なんですよ。なんか毎回嘘ついてそうだから。
On foot, in a car, by bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure, I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her.
God damn it all, I asked them to hold the mayo.
Put out an APB on the cab. 3591. Should be traceable. Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
ああ、さっきと表情違うんでですね、疑いましょうね。
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right, two creeps were all over her, promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other man?
The other guy is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
The husband said she wanted to go dancing.
Yeah, she always wants to dance when she's been drinking. She was trying to talk some guys into taking her to one of the dance halls.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Clough. We'll take it from here.
潜水艦乗りは臭い時がある。
詳しいですね。
ホームレス並みに。
That's him.
LAPD, don't make me chase you, shitbird.
ああ、逃げた。
We can't let the son of a bitch get away.
さあ、追っかけましょう。
Would you recommend the special?
Go, Phelps, get after him. Come on, gotta ride. Get in and drive.
借ります。
I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
Oh.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine.
わかる。
Phelps, you gotta get me closer. Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road.
ホームレスマジで臭いで。
Keep it steady and I'll try
そう
to
なんで
bust
す
his
か。
tires.
そういった経験があるんですか。なんか。
自分史上一番と言える。本気で臭い。
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
え？
納豆とは全く違う。ただただ不快な匂い。
そうなんです。
こいつハゲてね。
Stop or I will shoot! Okay, Bates. You're gonna answer some questions.
I have a choice in this.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
もうダメだろこいつ。
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your salty had the same idea.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
クズやんけ。
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a
クズやんけ。
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
本気のクズやんけ。吐き気がする。
Call 11 King to KGPL.
KGPL, go ahead, 11 King.
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Relay all sightings to 11K.
吐いてくる。
Car 11K, we have a response on your APB regarding yellow cab number 3591. The vehicle has been identified at a gas station. Now heading west on 7th Street.
Garage on 7th Street. Let's hit it, Phelps. The cab driver might tie this whole thing together.
I hope you're right. Hey, isn't it the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
引かれた引かれた。
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has
運転手
information
と犯人は一緒って言ってなかったか。
currently being detained at Central Station.
そうですね。
Could be our man.
でもあくまで憶測なんで
Thanks for your help.
証拠だけが全てを物語ります。
He's the cop that arrested that movie producer. It's about
とりあえずあれですね。タクシーの運転手探しに行きますか。
11K, yellow cab number
相棒早く乗って。
証拠は作れる。
証拠は作ったらあかん。
Where's that cab got to now?
サンダーバード携帯っすね。
懐かしいっすね。
LAPD, we're investigating a murder.
What's that got to do with me?
The fare you picked up from Barron's bar last night. What was the woman wearing?
It was a green dress. Oh, don't tell me something's happened to her.
Tell me about her.
あそこしか二郎系がないのはな。
He was all over her. She wasn't having any of it. Said she just wanted to dance. But he had that look in his eye.
Where did you drop them off?
It's at the Crystal Ballroom.
What time?
After midnight. 12:30? Something like that.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Well, that's gonna ruin my day.
All units also needs help. 415 and shots fired. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
警察は多少強引でないとやってらんない。
はい。何ですか？
警察は多少強引じゃなくてやってらんない。まあ昔はね強引な捜査とかありましたけど、今はそのやっぱ公共の目があるんですね。だからバンプ君はねなんか LA ノワールを見て警察官になるらしいです。
そんな話題人も誰でも言ってないと思うんですけど。
マジか。
This is 11K. We'll handle the 415.
あ、それはセイバーさん、あれですよ。一つのですよ。
あ？
一つのです。
ああ、今日2日会？
はい、2日です。
ああ、まあ昼間にログインしましょう。まだ出ます。事件消えたんちゃうか。消したね。
2日。マーベラス。
マーベラス。
一つの日言うてもセイバーさんはもう
俺しか喋ってないね。
ごめん、パンプもう一度。
いや、一つの日っつってもセイバーさんはもうやることないっすよ。
そうっすね、もうヒーローで90になっちゃったからね。あと武器ぐらいだけど、プソ2の日じゃなくてもいいんじゃないかってあるよね、やっぱ。
そうですね。
あれ毎日の積み重ねらしいじゃん。
He's in interview too.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
こっちか。
Bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
I got this gadget whiz.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
まるで俺が嵐みたいじゃないか。
そうは言ってないですけどね。
I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning. You went to Barron's bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrellson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
一人で80も喋ってる。
いいですよ。
So you tried to
話す
make
こと
a
はコミュ
woman
ニ
who
ケー
was
ションですから
incredibly
ね。
drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrellson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
He's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
I only had one night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to
一
look
方
for
的
some
なも
action.
の
I
は
belted
コミュ
him.
ニケー
I'd
ショ
do
ン
it
とは言え
again.
ない。
She was better off than me.
大丈夫です。僕もちゃんと
You're a shining example of
言葉を
chivalry.
返してるんで、キャッチボールは成り立ってると思いますよ。目が、そうですね。彼もまた何か隠し
Where
そうな
did you
感じ
go
ですね。
after the Crystal Ballroom?
I think the wind had gone out of her sails by then. She caught a cab and I caught a bus back to the base.
We spoke to the cab
まあ
driver.
何か隠したくな
Tell
る
us
気持
what
ちはよ
really
くわかるけ
happened
ど、
at the Crystal Ballroom.
隠すのは良くないね。
She was all upset about her husband balling, about her kids.
世の中世知辛すぎ。
Left around closing, maybe
そう
1:30.
ですね。
Got on a bus and she fell asleep on my shoulder.
Which bus?
An all-American 249. I went past her place. She jumped off and I stayed on it downtown. After that, I caught another bus to San Pedro. The Indiana's down there. She's being scrapped.
And that was the last you saw of Teresa.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't say much. I think she was kind of embarrassed.
The cab driver said that you were getting pretty familiar with Teresa.
That's not how I'd put it.
So the last thing you wanted was her playing hard to get. Did that make you mad, sailor?
Yeah, it did. She knew what a guy's looking for. All broads do.
ニヤニヤニヤニ
Nancy
ヤ。
comes second.
And what
ダメ
happened
だ
at
ね
the Crystal Ball?
照れてる顔ですわ。
Nothing. Not even a
照れ
little
てる
candor
感
lead.
出ました。
She had another couple of drinks. There
照れ
was
てる
no
やつ
fun
イコー
left.
ル怪しいと思わないといかん
Poured
です
her
ね、こ
guts
れ
out to
は。
some bartender.
We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
Can you put the guy in two in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your
ただの
disfigured
いやら
hobo
しい
on
やつだろ
Grand
こい
between
つ。
Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the beau has a record too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
What now? Drive all the way to San Pedro and check his locker?
Let's see if the bus story checks out.
There's a depot at 1660 Beverly Boulevard.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Fine. Where are we headed?
被害者女ばっかか。
3 suspects in the can and 1 on the hoof. And still no hard evidence on any of them.
KGPL to car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
決闘とかしてくんね
11K,
えか
roger
な。
that. Plenty of time to get downtown, Cole.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
KGPL, could we have Lars Terrellson picked up?
11K, roger.
Bus。
この間近くで殺人事件あったばっかだから人事じゃねえんだよな。
そ そんなことがあったんですか。ああ、でも前言ってたかもしれないですね。マラナタ君が言ってましたね。ちょっと待てよ。どこに行けばいいんだこれ。こっちか。
それとは別で。
あ、そうなんですか。
Where are you boys headed today?
LAPD. We're after the driver of All-American 249. Would have been around midnight onwards last night.
Just a minute. Frank Zeffirelli. He's your man.
Where can we find him?
Frank is out on the 7-4.
Can you tell us the route?
Hang on, I'm
若息子が両親刺して父親が死んだ。
ああ。あれって、何でしょう、わしらの実家の地元の話でしたっけ、それって。
いやと何の方。
ああ、それはちょっとわかんないな。
I'll need to run the loop.
We're not going to drive the whole thing, are we?
Won't take long. We have a siren.
今度はバスを追うらしいですよ、バンプ君。
なるほど。
頑張ろうね。あれ、相棒乗っけてないもしかして。
地元では子供が親に惹かれて死んだ。そんなニュースばっか。
世の中物騒になってきましたよね。
All-American 7-4, let's go get him. This could be a long trip. Or it could be a short one. And here's me without my hip flask and only a pain in the ass for company.
Way to kick off the drive in high spirits, Rusty. Comments like that put me in just the right mood for some legwork.
Touchy.
You know what your problem is? You don't like hard work. This kind of rigorous search is what police work is all about. Discipline.
Save it, Phelps. You're just as bored as I am.
はい。
ちょっと今、一人でプソツやってたんですよ。
一人でプツツやってる？
一人でプソツちょっとクソやってたんですよ。
はい。
そしたらですね、30分ちょいでバッチ126本使われました。
もうバッチいらねえんだよな、もう。
ビビビビビビ。
ビビビビビビビ。
Nope, still no sign of him.
Did you doze off, Rusty? I think you slept through my solving the case.
Yeah, very funny. Just give me a nudge if you see him, all right?
How about you nudge me?
I think that's a job for your wife.
Oh, Rusty.
次の事件はまだわかんないよ。終わってないからこっち。
あ、まだなんですか。
今、なんかどこにいるかもわかんないバス探してんすよ。
なるほど。あれですか。まだ白い靴の看板ですか。
そうだよ。
石黒にさよなら。
ごきげんようマラントさんはさっきから石黒にさよならって話ですか。
バスいないな、マジで。どうなってんの？
そういえばマラタさん、あれでしたっけ？今日仙台から帰ってきてました。
どっこい。
何の答えにもなってないんですけど。
いや、急に個人的な話入ってきたからっしょ。バスいないね。
今日豪雪。
今日、ああ、なるほどね。
今日豪雪？今日？
How long is this bus route?
It actually covers an area around the size of Central Division.
The probability is we'll find it about halfway around.
Bad luck says we'll be chasing it all night.
山ちゃんにやった例地組の。
急に個人名出さんといて。山ちゃんってあれでしょ？ちょっと
仙台の豪雪。
特殊な
方の山ち
ゃん。あれですね、マラナタ君はもう本格的にもう就活モード入ったわけですね。
マーヤちゃん。
マーヤちゃん。ああ。
痩せてた。
どっちが？山君の方。
This is starting to grate a little.
You know, whatever happened to the joys of regular service?
マラナタじゃなくてゴリナタ。
You know?
They went out the window about 2 blocks ago.
Hey, this could be a Cole Phelps I'll grow to love.
Don't count on it.
1組のヤーマンはもう。
ああ、俺と同じやつだったやつね。お、いたんじゃねえか。
That's the bus we're looking for. Ease in behind her and get her to the side of the road.
That's
the bus we're looking for. Ease in behind her and get her to the side of the road.
いつの間にか100超えてたってどういうことや。
コメントが100超えてた。体重じゃねえよ。
LAPD, we're investigating a murder. You had a sailor and a woman in a green dress on your bus late last night?
That's correct.
And the woman got off first, around 2 a.m.?
Yeah, that's right. And the sailor stayed on all the way to downtown.
Can you tell us where you let the woman off?
On California Street.
貴様は喋りすぎたバンティ。
Lost, like she got off on the wrong stop.
急に。
I didn't like dropping her off near that hobo camp.
You've been a big help, Mr. Zeffirelli.
僕なんか悪いこと言いました。
いかにも喋りすぎたってセリフはもうなんか始末されるようなそんなセリフですね。
ショス。
ショス。
You gotta call for some backup. These bows hate cops.
I think we ought to investigate the hobo league.
Well, if you think we ought to, I guess we will.
誰が100キロだ。
そこ。
誰が100キロだ。別にお前のこと言っとらん。その1組のその山ちゃんっていうね人がね100キロ超えてたと思っただけで
カップヌードルを送るぞ。
そんなマランタ君のことを100キロなんて言ってないですよマジで。
なんでカップヌードルを送るぞってどういうこと？カッ
プヌードルいいよ。1ペアル10個ぐらい。
さすが生活水準が低い方は違います。
カップヌードルマスター。
割った。
マラナタじゃねえ森永や。
森永って何？森永お菓子みたいな。
ゴリナタ。ゴリナでしょゴリ。
あ、ゴリナタ。
ゴリナゴリナ。
マラナタさんはその自称ゴリラみたいなそんな感じなんですか？
まあゴリラにしてはちっちゃいけどな。
急に舐め出すなんかセリフ言ったけど大丈夫なのか？俺知らんから。
ショス。
ショス。
悔しかったら来てみろ。
だ。
LAPD. We'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have
あ、
left.
ちょっと犯罪者になりたくないんで。
How do we do that?
どう
If you want your
The
rightful
disciples know what
share,
you did last
we
night?
need to fight for it.
These men know they're harboring a murderer?
なんか This is America って感じだよね。
雑。
やれ、ボディだ、ボディだ。
What's your name?
Comrade
Boy.
Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
相棒がすごかったな。
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
ショットガンぶっ放せ。
シベリア送りですね。
The Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it, see what you find.
クレムリン宮殿。モルフィン。
コミュニストかこいつ。
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack. Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon.
クレムリンマジ
Buddy
ク
of
レム
mine
リ
from
ン
the。war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney. We need your help, Jack. I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
失礼、ちょっとお手洗いの方に。
I'm fine,
どうぞ。
Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job. Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs? We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze. So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you? We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with the purity. So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest? My problem is that people are dying, and that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail. So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a
あれ
magic
なんか
wand and
話
clean
変
up
わ
your
った。
mess.
いやこれは新聞記事の中なんで、なんかあれですね。裏話みたいな。事件とは関係ない感じですね。でも覚えておくともしかしたら何かに繋がるかもしれませんね。
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that? We are better trained.
記憶力鋭い。
僕は記憶力はないですよ。
I didn't make it to the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
Missing morphine.
鶏？
ニワトリじゃないですね。
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terrelson's chin. Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
This is going to help us.
アッカーマン。
ハッカーマン。
犯人は機関兵だったのか。
その可能性は高くなってきましたね。
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same stick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession, and we can charge the bum with murder.
ワンピートイレ長いな。
そうっすね。
腹でも壊したか。
その可能性はあります。
よし。
We're going this way.
良好だ。
See him? I saw his picture in it. He worked there.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy
ハゲ
load.
てんなこいつ。
Feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
そこに食いつきますね。
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrellson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
臭そう。
Are you denying that you strangled Mrs. Terrellson with a length of rope?
I'm not denying anything. You have to have proof, lackey.
失礼、ただいま戻りました。
We found a matching piece of rope in your lean-to. I think we'll find the blood will match too.
I own no property. How could it belong to me?
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrellson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did
も
you take her up
うほぼ
to
ほぼ
the
犯
hill?
人は確定しまし
Which
た。
hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
ワンピートイレ長いなって言われてんだけど、その長いわ。
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names
殴り
of the
たい
women
な
I've
こいつ。
killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
Where were you around 2 a.m. last night?
At the camp.
You were up on the hill. You were seen during the day. We have a witness. We have evidence. Come clean with me, Ackerman, and I'll see what I can do for you.
I despise your
娘の時代電気
You
椅子あ
have
った
nothing
か
to
な。
convince me of this woman.
さあ、カップヌードルでも食べようかな。
いいな、カップヌードル。俺もカップ焼きそばならあるんだけどさ。
We have you cold, Ackerman. Her purse and the ballroom ticket were in your lean-to. Tell us why you did it.
I kill because people need killing. It's what I was trained to do.
もやしならある。
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrellson.
A man
結
down on
局
this
動
yacht
機
I
がわ
can
からん。
abide.
よくある無差別殺人みたいなそういう類じゃないかな。
Maybe poor Threes or Tarleton will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
赤狩りが始まりますね。
あれ、セイバーさん、今回の事件はなんか、あれですかね。あんまり評価がよろしくないようで。
そのようで。
あれですね、ホームレス村は、まだ早いなって言った時に言ってるのがですね。
そうですね。この店はあれですね。ロイが紹介してくれた店ですね。
最初にホームレスの話されたからその時点で気づくべきだったね。
そうですね。今度はスタジオ事務員殺人事件っていうやつなんですね。危ないやつだな。
スタジオジブリ殺人事件？
違うね。ああ。
Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar? Deirdre Muller. Press the pawn.
また女の人かよ縮小気味だわ。
The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside the railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper. Another body and Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's
からの
wearing
教
no
会を思い
clothes.
出すや。
からの教会ってどういう感じなんですか？
からの教会面白いですよ。
あ、そうなんですか。両儀式が出てるやつですか？
そうですね。
おすすめ。
からの教会ってあれですよね。フェイトと同じ系統のアニメですよね。
そうです、そうです。形のあれですよ。
機会があったら見てみますね。
そう。
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
絶対見ないやつだ。
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran for
いや、全然見ますよ。フェイト系なら、フェイトケースがフェイト系ですなら見ますよ。からの教会ってどういう系？残酷なんですか？ヤクザの話ですか？
違います。
あ、でも両儀式ってヤクザのなんかちょっとエレ女性みたいな。
切ない。
切ない。
そうですね。
やがて君になるも切ないっすよ結構。
花山薫。
花山薫。
花山薫。バキじゃないですかそれ。
How can I help you boys?
男たち。
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give it?
$50?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. Still lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip. Does this mark mean anything?
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build. Dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
からの教会は天使、殺人事件が起こります。
We have a problem.
We
could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address. The address is bogus. Herb is having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. If the Dahlia letters are genuine,
それを解決する中で両意識の存在意義が問われることもあります。
出てきません。
あ、出てこない。
教会ネットフリックスにも出てくる、あるんじゃないですか。
ああ、そうっすね。
オルフェルブは出てきません。
まあやっぱりその河原の教会の中でも殺人事件が起きるっていうことでやっぱ殺人家が動くわけですよね。
そうですね。
あ、なんか俺道間違えたな俺。
男、主人公の情報収集能力が異常。マジで。警察よりも上。
なかなかやりよる男ですね。
あれ、真田さんあれですよね。川の教会行って、時系列というか、あれですよね。ケイト作品のところ世界が一緒ですよね。確かに。
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. Got it?
I get it, Rusty. I just don't like it.
そう。からの教会見るなら関数ごとに見ない方がいい。
関数ごとっていうのは
2、4。
Hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them.
時系列めちゃくちゃ。
Smell? Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell. But it appears she's been living rough for quite some time. Very strong smell of alcohol. Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
ね、はい。だいたい6ぐらいまで。
FGO 何か面白いサーバントピックとか来てないですか？
Another missing ring. Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently. Can you be more exact about the time of death? No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
ああ、なんかそうらしいね、なんかね。
近いうちに。
What have we got here? White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing. At least nothing legible. Blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation. Any idea of the time of death? From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
の順番で見てくださいからの境界。
あれ、琴峰綺麗じゃなくて、中田ジョージさんが声やってる人、倒すの、どこの？
ちなみに、死因は？
死因、どのですか？今の事件ですか？
そう。
ああ、殴られたか、絞められたか、それは司法解剖しないと分からないと言われました。あなたに謝りたいんです。I'm apologize。
あれだ、荒谷宗蓮だ。思い出した。
誰ですか、それ。
からの教会に出てくる中田ジョージさん。
ちなみに、荒谷宗蓮が出てきたのは5章。
まあ、琴峰綺麗と言っても過言ではない。いや、過言だわ。
何言ってんの？
Someone was trying to get her to come home.
6章でキラヤマト出てくる。
キラヤマト。それガンダムシードじゃないですか。
We could go over to the lot and see what they know about it.
あれがマンションの。
That's gonna be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her.
コスプレ変態野郎。
そのやついたっけな。これマンションの話までしか覚えてらん。
This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating. Detective Phelps and Galloway.
マンションの話は荒谷宗蓮じゃね。
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your detail?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go
あ、
now.
ほら、セイバーさん、FGO でさ、カルナ協会コラボの時、マンションの、ベストだったじゃないですか。あれがちゃんと出てくるんですよ。
Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
あと、FGO の、なんだっけ、概念で、それ、不物使いだっけ。
スプリンターか。
No mind. I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body? Ferdinand.
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her. It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand. Classic Carmine.
Is this yours, Ferdinand? No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty,
からの
stop!
教会でエミヤ四郎の元ネタっぽい人が出てくる。
You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
Did you take any money?
Wasn't any to take. I found her lipstick and her matchbook over on the mat. Not much else.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
あれ、解決？
まだしてないっすよ。
本当にいい？
Phelps badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor. Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
陸上男いたろ。
Read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah. Yeah, I read about that.
These people are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? Guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. Spend all your money on weapons.
マナレーの陣営前なんだっけ？
Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
Penny Century unit, a possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
네. あれだわ。マラタさんがエミヤシロの元にたっぷり人ですって。マンションの話に出てくる人。
ああ、からの教会ちょっときっついシーンもあるんで気をつけて。 絶対親とは見られない。
そのきついシーンありましたっけ？途中までしか見てないからあれだけど。ハーゲンダッツ作ってるイメージしかない。
ハゲ
ハゲじゃない。ハーゲンダッツ。
3章の最初。
3章の最初。どの話それ。ああ、フジノンか。
きついというかエッチ。
ああ、はいはいはいはいはい。思い出したわ。
What can I do for you? LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers?
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
You got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. You know, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
She kept a bed here, but I probably shouldn't have let her. An alcoholic in a liquor store, that was never going to work out, was it?
We'll take a look around.
She
wasn't always such a loner. Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
あれってか、あれか、空の教会限らず、片付き作品って全部同じ世界か。
木で覆うってなんぞ。
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey. I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed.
エブリンってバイハセブンの。
片月は基本的に世界観共通やで確か。
Rawlings bowling alley.
あれか、月姫も魔法使いの夜も全部一緒か。
Rawlings. I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
月姫からの教会デート。
When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
なんであれだもんな。からの教会に出てくる青崎東子さんの妹で魔法使いの夜の青崎青子さん。
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit?
月姫のヒロイン、サーバントでも勝てないくらい強い。
それな。新祖だからな。名前なんだっけ忘れた。テーマさん。
あ、ブリュンヒルで。
She didn't mention it. But she did say the booze was a present for a boy.
ファンタズムに出てくる髪の白い長
いスカートの人
の名前。それアルケイドだ。
アルクウェイド・ブリュンヒルデだっけか。本名は。
ブリュンヒルデだっけか。
わかんない。そんな感じじゃなかった。
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. Only one of the few.
違います。
違いますだって。
違いましたか。さすが。
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now.
そうだ、モンハンフロンティアにあるニーヤオどなたコラボ来たよね。
You know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
あ、アルケイ
We're
ド
struggling
グリー
for
ンス
leads,
タット。
Robbins.
あ、まあまあまあまあ。
Did she know
なんとなくわ
McCaffrey?
かるわ。
She idolized him.
ブルーンヒルデは誰？逆
But I
に。
gather the feeling was
ブ
far
ルーン
deeper.
ヒルではあれだべ、
He
ワル
seemed
キュー
to
レ
peddle
の
revolutionary
元になった
stance, fixing the ills of society.
あ
そういうの長い
I
ラン
could see how it would appeal to down and outs like Evelyn.
マーブルファンタズムと
Thanks
か
for your
マジ
help,
チー
Mr.
ト。
Robbins.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
"サーバントのホールはノーブルファンタズム。どんでけー、すごいなあ、イヤホー。楽しい宴。
Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers? What is it now?
絶対終わらない魔
As
法
well
か
as
け
I
て。
wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had
ド
any
キドキの
money.
前夜祭。
She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a
あ、そういえ
starving
ば
writer.
アルケイドで思い出したけど、
遊んでばかりがいいな。
アルケイドのパートナーの
Evelyn
東野
Summers
さんは
and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
能力的には式の方
You
が
want to
上。
save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes.
安定してるし。
Strikes. Workers' rights. That kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
安定って何？なんか違いがあるのそれ。
You say you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, that is correct.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You look down your nose at Evelyn, but you knew her, and you have some idea of what happened.
I hope you're holding aces. I'm telling you again, I barely knew the woman.
Why would you lend her your book on metaphysics if you only knew her in passing? It was more than that. A Renaissance man like yourself lending his
月
books
姫の方
to his
は主人公
acolytes.
が未熟なこともあっ
She
て
hounded
戦
me
力
about
的
that
に不安。
goddamn book, and then she lifts it from my apartment and lies to my face that she didn't take it, as if she could even comprehend any of it. I saw her go into a hotel with Tiernan last night. They had booze in a paper bag. He's your man.
あれ常人が使ったら発狂するし。
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey.
係をするんだ。
11 King.
A message from Captain Donnelly. Return to Central. Go to.
11
そ
King,
の
in or
点
out?
士気は達観してるので安定して力を引き出せる。だって考えてもみー、常に人がぐちゃぐちゃになる可能性を見続けることになるんだぞ。絶対に嫌だわ。
The captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
ねえばあさん。
Yes, that's right. I think so too.
Obnoxious oath. Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
200行きそう。
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick. But she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, fellas. You're married, so yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, man?
この婦女殺人事件には共通しているものがある。
He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case.
実は
But it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now.
この全ての殺人事件の共通点は
I want daily reports.
被害者の遺品が全て出てきてないっていうところだと私は思っている。さっきの白の靴の女だって
これを仕組んでいる真犯人がいるとでも。
他にも前回の事件でアクセサリーがなくなったって言ってたけど、出てきたような記憶が僕の中にないんだけど、何かつながるものがあるかもしれないね。
R1
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
一連の事件を仕組んでいる者がいるのか。
その可能性も否定はできませんけど、まだわからないですね。
からの境界時見てきた。
Let me pose a question.
200超え。
What's it got to do with it?
Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
すべて俺か。
105すべて俺か。自己完結してきた。
マジ。
ネオチンゲール。
寝落ちするんですか。あと少しで解決のにな、すいません。
なんて。
あと少しで解決しそうなのに。
Hello, Rusty. Two on your usual lane?
はよはよはよ。
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
We're conducting an investigation, ma'am. Do you know the name Evelyn Summers?
Sounds like I should. Oh, maybe it could be Jimmy's friend.
Jimmy?
James Tiernan. He's a pin setter. One day he introduced me to a lady after work. Stuck in my mind. Because she was much older, too old for him.
Where can we find Jimmy, Florence?
He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him.
Eggs were running.
Tiernan! LAPD!
少しオカルトじみてきたな。
There!
What are you waiting for? Get after him!
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight. These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn, Cole.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
Another runner. Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to lam it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means, Phelps.
なんでそんなに人の車乗れるんだよ。
あ、それな。
If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer. Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road.
Come on, Phelps, you're losing that little weasel. Whoa, looks like we're going into the tunnels.
God damn it, he'll kill himself.
That's all right, as long as he doesn't kill us, I'm okay with it. Ah, god damn it, the train up ahead. Watch out, Cole.
Hit him, Cole. Spit him out.
Don't catch that train, Phelps.
飛んでるおっかねえな。
A little pen boy's getting the best of you, Cole. Let's bring this kid crashing back down to earth.
ハイビーム。
ハイビームあんのかな当時。
Hands behind your head! You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
McCaffrey is in apartment 6.
バイオみたい。
そうか。
In here.
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you gonna give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up for that. A citation at least.
From the letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
被害者の名前。
被害者の名前はですね。あ、これじゃねえや。エブリン・サマーズ。
バイオですね。
どうやって行くんだろう。
Isn't he the cop who won a medal and is solving all the cases?
こっちか。
鈍器による犯行ですか。
多分、はい。
Grosvenor
McCaffrey? Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk.
I'll go get our wheels.
You a runner, McCaffrey? Stay and fight the good fight.
第1レース始まりました。トップを走るのは被害者と思われる男。そして2番手にセイバー選手です。
何勝手に実況してんだよ。
革靴でようは知る。
Give it up, LAPD!
あってここで被害者と思われる男が柵を乗り越えた。そこでコール・フェルグスも柵を乗り越える。さあまだ追いかけていく。一瞬止まったがどうした？どうした？
Can't we talk about this?
ここでルール無用の喧嘩だ。話し合わないかと言いながら殴ってくる。しかしそこをカウンターに合わせていく。いいぞいいぞ。とここで壁に叩きつける。
倒しました。
容疑者もノックアウト。
さあ、署に戻りましょう。
Unless Tyranny set him up. I think that asshole Jameson could have done it.
ずれてる。
Whoever did it.
ずれてないしは。
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the dog yet?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together.
I'll hold you to that.
KGPL to all units. Citizen reports man with a gun. Union and Rockwood Street. Union and Rockwood Street. Unit to handle code 2. Identify.
「仲悪いんかこいつら」
仲いいっしょ逆に。
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, gentlemen?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want a confession from one of them. Don't fail me, young fellas.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Keep lying to me and I'll have you charged and in front of a grand jury before your feet touch the ground.
How can you possibly prove Evelyn and I were more than friends?
McCaffrey gave you up, Tiernan. He says he saw you go into your hotel with Evelyn.
I met Evelyn at the public library. We would read for a while and then go for a drink. Last night, we went back to my hotel room and had some more to drink. I must have passed out. I woke up and she was gone.
What time was this?
Around midnight, maybe later.
And there's no one who can confirm this?
No, there isn't. I knew you wouldn't believe me.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
We either hang this on you or McCaffrey. You better give us something.
Well, McCaffrey's been in trouble with the law before. I mean, he always makes out it was some kind of labor dispute, but, you know, I'm not so sure.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
You're lying, Tiernan. You've been fighting with her. You fought, and...
I'm not lying! She got up and left! That was it!
She left, but she came back. She bought you a quart of whiskey to make it up to you. She told the liquor store owner. You're in deep trouble, buddy.
She said she loved me. She wanted to care for me. She would never stop talking about McCaffrey. McCaffrey was a writer, and McCaffrey was a hero. McCaffrey cared for the little guy.
Did you kill her, Tiernan?
I might as well have. I kicked her out. She had nowhere to go.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
Well, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench.
そうですね。
I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book. McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery. He can be very cruel.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. A big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear. You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
And what do you have that proves I was there?
How about half of Augusta Summers' last correspondence with her daughter?
What are you talking about?
After you were done beating Evelyn, you searched her and found her mother's letter. That old lady's anguish amused you.
I know nothing about a letter or Evelyn's goddamn mother.
So what was it doing on your
証
writing
拠
desk?
は敵聞返してる時点で怪し
If I
い
didn't
な。
put it there, somebody else did.
そうですね。
Try exercising your powers of deduction on that.
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with in your apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
I don't believe you, Grosvenor. The evidence says that you killed her.
You can prove that I wanted to kill Evelyn?
Tiernan is prepared to testify that you threatened Evelyn's life in his presence.
Self-preservation. That's understandable. Okay, I'll level with you. Tiernan killed Evelyn. He came to me for help. I listened to him, and he explained why he did it.
Tiernan went to you for help. You expect me to buy that?
That's how it went down. I told him he made a terrible mistake, but he would be throwing his life away if he went to the cops. I took his things and told him I would dispose of them.
But you didn't.
Speak to Tiernan. He'll give it up.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thanks for your help.
You spoken to McCaffrey? I can go? It's all been cleared up?
Not quite. We have one more question we need to ask, James. Then I think we will be done.
Sure. Go ahead.
So Evelyn passed out, and you walked out. What happened next?
I woke up in the morning, very hungover. I thought Evelyn would have come back.
I know you're lying, James. You went out looking for her. Tell me what really happened.
I don't know what you're talking about. How can you say I wasn't in that hotel room?
You wound up at McCaffrey's. You were still incredibly drunk. You passed out on his floor. It's time to tell me what really happened.
McCaffrey woke me up.
しどろも道路
He showed me the lug wrench and the letter and the box. And he said I came in with him last night. He said that I killed Evelyn. And that it was all over the radio. And that he would protect me. And I don't know, Detective, for the life of me, I can't remember a goddamn thing. And I was angry with her. Really angry. I could have done it. Was it me?
Wait here.
I need a drink. 難しいですね。
ええ。
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw, it changes a man. I
難
came
し
back
い
here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
You're lying, McCaffrey.
証拠が
You
足ら
have
な
a
い
history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge, beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore. She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have.
You beat her because she stole from you, because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys, you bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot at the prison graveyard.
死刑かな。
死刑でしょうね。まあ、というわけでね、時間もちょうどいいので、本日はここまでということで、よろしいでしょうか。
素晴らしい。
冷ややかな拍手ありがとう。じゃあ、マナナタさん、今日もありがとう。また配信するときは、来てくれれば、きっといいことがあるかもしれない。それじゃあまたお会いしましょう。バイバイ。